Germany's leaders are preparing the public for a major security shift. Speaking at Armed Forces Day near Munich, Defense Minister Boris Pistorius defended higher defense spending and a stronger Bundeswehr, arguing that a more dangerous world demands greater military readiness.
The word war-capable is not meant to imply that we want to wage war, let alone a war of aggression. We have a sentence in our Constitution that reads, "The Federal Republic of Germany shall establish armed forces for its defense," that describes the mission. Why do we need armed forces? You need armed forces to be able to defend yourself.
Germany suspended conscription in 2011, but the issue is back on the political agenda as Berlin seeks to expand the Bundeswehr. Critics see a historic break from decades of military restraint, while supporters argue that Europe's changing security landscape leaves Germany with few alternatives.
This world is different from the one it was 5 or even 20 years ago, or 16 years ago, when conscription was suspended. And we have to face this reality. I understand everyone who feels uncomfortable with this. And I would also prefer to live in a world where there was no defense spending, if all countries in the world were peaceful. But as we are painfully experiencing, and the Ukrainians even more painfully now in the 5th year, that is not the case. Either you prepare to be able to defend yourself in order to deter anyone from even trying.
Germany's military shift comes as uncertainty grows over the future of transatlantic relations. Chancellor Friedrich Merz has admitted ties with Washington have become more complicated, increasing pressure on Berlin to strengthen its role within NATO.
We know that the European Union is a guarantee of prosperity, freedom, and peace in Europe. We want to remain in NATO. We know that things have become more difficult, that relations with the Americans have changed since Trump became president of the United States for a second time. But precisely because it has become more difficult, we want Germany to make an especially reliable contribution to preserving NATO.
German leaders insist diplomacy must continue alongside deterrence. Yet Berlin is also expanding military commitments, from training Ukrainian soldiers to preparing for possible multinational missions aimed at protecting trade routes and reinforcing NATO responsibilities.
We don't want to take that risk. I see, and I speak with many critics. They still feel uncomfortable about it, but they somehow understand the necessity. And at the same time, everyone has a point when they say it can't just be about making the armed forces stronger. We must always simultaneously make every diplomatic effort so that peace can be maintained or secured and maintained once again. That must never stop.
Germany's transformation reflects a broader debate over Europe's future security order. As Russia's war in Ukraine continues and questions persist over America's long-term commitment, Berlin is redefining its role. Whether this shift strengthens stability or deepens divisions remains an open question.